Life is a journey. It's mostly uphill, but it's definitely worth the climb. Volcano Pacaya in Antigua, Guatemala has become a sort of metaphor for my life and the struggles I've gone through. Standing at over 8,000 feet tall, it's visible from almost every corner of Antigua. I would look up and it would always be there, like it was just taunting me to come climb it.
So I convinced a friend of mine to climb the volcano with me. And we got there and we started our hike, and the whole way up there's this guy on a horse, and it's his job, like a mounted Uber, to like follow us up and like keep offering us rides. And apparently he had no vote of confidence for me because he kept offering. But I had determined in my heart that I was going to make it to the top of that volcano without any help. No accepting any rides. I was gonna make it the entire way on foot.
It's gonna be the best walk I've done the whole way up because I gotta show off the camera.
My grandfather is the reason why I love to cook today. He was a chef. His father was a chef in Italy, and so I grew up cooking Italian food and pizza and all sorts of things in his kitchen. I remember going over there on the weekends and any chance I got just to be able to go spend time with my Gramps and be able to cook with him and learn recipes from him. And whenever I was having a bad day, we'd get in the kitchen and he'd tell me to slow down, and then he'd start telling me jokes, you know, and it would just make me laugh. I remember my stomach would just hurt from laughing as we would cook and talk. And one thing I really learned from him was to never give up. One reason why I was able to make it to the top was that I had heard that they were cooking pizzas in the heat vents of the volcano, and when you reached the summit, you were able to buy pizza and sit there and relax and eat some good food. And so, yeah, I was a little bit motivated by the food as well. You know, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard the situation seems in life or how uphill, you can always slow it down. You can always have a conversation with God and just take some time to cook and to laugh. So let me take you to the best table in the house, the table in the back, where I want you to not only learn how to make pizza with me, the way Gramps used to make pizza, but I want you to taste it and experience it like you were sitting in Gramps' house alongside of me, and let's laugh together. In a large bowl, mix 3 cups of King Arthur bread flour, 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and 3 teaspoons of sugar. Then you're going to add 2 cups of cold water and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And just with your hand, you want to mix it all in until it makes a nice dough. Cover it with a towel and let it rest for 15 minutes. Put it onto the counter and begin to knead it with your hands until it becomes shiny and elasticy in texture. At this point, you want to pump air into your dough by tucking in the bottom of your duffel with a twisting motion. Then cover it with a towel and let it rise for about 2 hours. Cut that duffel into 6 smaller duffels and then cover it again with a towel for another hour. Then you can start stretching your dough by holding it with one hand and gently pulling it with the other. You can place it on the counter to begin flattening it, but make sure you leave air in the crust. I use extra virgin cold pressed olive oil, and I just rub it into the bottom of the pan. At this point, you can chop your vegetables and get all of your toppings ready because they're about to go onto the pizza. My favorite part of the pizza is the cheese, and so I start off with a nice layer of provolone cheese. Then I add my layer of sauce, which is basically crushed tomatoes with salt, pepper, sugar, and some extra virgin olive oil to taste. You want to spread your sauce out evenly. And then sprinkle your favorite Parmesan cheese over the top. I like to use Pecorino Romano cheese. And then the mozzarella. Your next layer is going to be your toppings. This is the part where you need to worry about presentation and make sure your pizza looks good. I like to add 1 extra layer of mozzarella to the very top of every pizza. Get a couple different pizzas made so they're ready to go right into the oven. I like to use a pizza stone, whether I'm using a pan or not. It just helps it cook more evenly at about 450 degrees or as hot as your oven will go. After about 15 minutes, you can check your pizza. Your cheese should be melted and have some golden brown spots across the top, and the bottom of your crust should be nice and golden as well. Slide that pizza onto a cutting board so that you get your pan free to start making another. Your mouth should be watering and your belly growling, ready to eat this pizza. I love how cheesy and delicious this pizza is, that golden crust, and it is ready for us to go ahead and take a big bite. What are you waiting for? Get in the kitchen and cook.